Do you know that Lindsay Lohan now has a non-fungible token?
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay Lohan, who was, can I say never relevant? Lindsay Lohan was relevant when she was a child. Right?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it's just been a succession of rehabs, a succession of, photos of her collapsed on someone's lawn. And now she's selling a non-fungible token. For what purpose other than to just bang her fans over the head? That small group of people that think it's funny to own a Lindsay Lohan NFT. What is the artwork on it? What does it even look like?
She's holding up a diamond, the Ethereum diamond, the crypto she loves, and that's it. It's just covering her eye. Like
Does she have real money in crypto?
Apparently, she's all into crypto for the past year now. Her and Soulja Boy have been going hard on the crypto and the NFT.
How much is her NFT? How much is a Lindsay Lohan token?
She sold this for $17,000, but she donated it all to Save the Children.
But this is a tax scam. She's trying to, let's be very honest about this. This is a tax scam.
Yeah.
And can you explain, because you were explaining it to me, how if you have these NFTs and you sell them, and by the way, just because it is a scam and I'm identifying it as such doesn't mean or shouldn't restrict me from getting involved in doing it. So don't be one of those people who go, oh, last episode you said it was a scam and the next episode you're selling it to us. Don't be that. Don't do that. Now, we don't have one, but I'm saying if we're to give one or get one, if we're to pump one up,
we might.
Ours is not going to be a scam. Theirs is a scam. Do you understand? Lindsay Lohan's a deflating balloon. We're on our way up. So if you get involved on the ground floor of what we're doing, that's a good move. But Lindsay Lohan, I mean, there's nothing left here. What's the last thing she did? Laurel Canyon with Bret Easton Ellis? That guy who says, Tim, can you do my podcast in 3 years? And I go, what? He goes, it's a Patreon-only podcast. We'd like to book you in November. Me and my boyfriend are huge fans. I'm like, how about, because I asked him to do my show. I'm like, how about you do my show because it's relevant, okay? What's the last thing he's written, by the way? What's the last thing he's done? Bret Easton Ellis. What's the last thing he's done? Laurel Canyon with Lindsay Lohan. What? She was in that, I think.
Yeah, she was. And a porn star. And
by the way, Bret's done some great stuff, so we're no shade to him. But when I ask you to be on the show, say yes. Don't tell me you have a Patreon-only podcast. You'd like me to do it.
Oh, he released his first piece of nonfiction. It was that one called White. It's a collection of essays on contemporary political culture. Remember, it was really yeah.
Who cares? Anyway, I'm doing BFFs with Dave Portnoy and Josh Richards. I'm very excited about that. I like Portnoy. We make fun of the Barstool people sometimes, but I do like them a lot. And I think they're a force for good overall in the media landscape. So we'll be doing that podcast on Tuesday. Very happy about that. And Bret Easton Ellis, the offer is still on the table. So if you and your boyfriend have the time, you could come in and chat with us about what it was like to make Laurel Canyon with Lindsay Lohan and where you think her coin is headed. Now, how many Lindsay Lohan non-fungible tokens are there?
So far, there's one.
There's one token for $17,000.
Yeah.
And who bought that?
Just some guy. His name is. Let me find his name here. Because what they do is they buy it and then someone outbids them. So people don't buy them to own them. They buy them to then sell them for a higher price. So they get traded all the time. Like Mark Cuban right now is. Do you know Mark Cuban is selling his tweets as NTFs?
I've heard that.
Yeah. Or NFTs, excuse me.
When I said this was the era of fake business, I had no idea how correct I was. I had no idea how prescient that rant would be and how far this would go.
Oh, yeah.
We're selling nothing. I mean, this is literally nothing now. Celebrities, what did Kings of Leon do? They just sold
an album for $6 million. Yeah.
I mean, this is just, it seems like from far away, a bad faith attempt to milk the last amount of remaining money from your fan base. It seems to me like these are people that are trying to just bang their fan base over the head, ring the register, sell them absolute horseshit, get involved in a cultural moment, build this mania, convince people that this is going to be a thing when they know it's not.
Yeah.
It seems like a horrible thing to do. How would we get involved in doing it if we wanted to?
Well,
What would be the first step?
Your agent actually just texted me a company that we might team up with.
We didn't fire him yet? Where is, and what, because to me, it seems, what has Kings of Leon done that's worth $6 million? And whatever, I don't, whatever, the Kings of Leon or whatever.
It's fine, yeah.
What's their song? Isn't it, I could use somebody?
Oh, yeah.
6 million? What is it, a token with just the Kings of Leon?
It's the album itself. Like, Soulja Boy is selling songs.
So you get an album for $6 million.
Yeah. So you own it, but everyone else
No
can
one
listen
else,
to it.
but everyone else can listen to it.
But you're the one who owns it.
You own it,
Yeah.
so you can do. Well, this seems interesting. Well, maybe I was too rash in my condemnation of this. So I own the Kings of Leon album.
Right.
I bought it for $6 million. I can distribute it how I want. No?
Well, it's just available to the public, but you're the one who, Tim Dillon owns the King of Leon album.
So what does ownership mean if everyone can listen to it? That's what my problem is. I don't know what ownership means. What's the equity in owning something?
It's like clout, I guess.
I don't understand this at all. I'm confused.
I think
It's absolutely a tax scam. This makes Bitcoin seem like the most legitimate thing I've ever heard. It's absolutely a tax scam because you were telling me as long as you sell one of these, you can and you can prove that you know what the cost is.
Yeah, so you have 10 of them, and this is Ray Kump confirmed this is probably true, and you guys are going to go off in the comments probably and say we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. But if you have 10 of them, you sell one for 10,000, you can then donate the other 9, and then you can say you're at a loss of 90,000 because it's appraised at 10,000 each, and then that's a tax write-off, and it all goes to charity. I don't know if that's true. Ray Kump said it's legit.
So if we could sell a non-fungible token on this show, and I sold it to the fans, and let's say we get $20,000 worth, and I sold one for $1,000, I could write off the other 19,000.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially if you're donating everything to charity too, now you're looking at,
So I can donate the 19,000 to charity.
Or it's also a write-off because it's a loss because you could have gained.
Is it actually? So I'm actually donating the money to charity. I'm not giving them the token.
Right. Yes.
I'm not handing. Lindsay Lohan's not handing the Save the Children. She's not handing the children the token with her with the diamond.
She's giving them the Ethereum that was used to buy the NFT,
which has a cash value.
Correct.
Okay, and then she gets to write it off. It's not confusing at all, folks. The American economy is in great shape, and I don't want you to say it's not. I don't want you to say it's not.
People are buying a lot of digital real estate and video games too. So that's another NFT. It can come in like digital real estate.
Is this a way for canceled people to come back? Can Kevin Spacey launch a coin? Can Harvey Weinstein launch a coin? Can Harvey Weinstein have an NFT? I mean, let's think about this. Is there a way for these people to get back in the saddle through NFTs, non-fungible tokens? Is there a token market for people like O.J. Simpson, who's really not even canceled, but I mean for people like Morgan Wallen, who said the N-word in his driveway? Can he have a non-fungible token? Can he just have an N? Can Morgan Wallen sell a token with an N on it? And that somehow you would invest in it and you would own the N-word that Morgan Wallen said? Could he just sell the clip of him yelling the N-word?
He could, yes.
And then you own the N? I own Morgan Wallen's N-word. You could tell your friends that when you went to dinner. You say, I own Morgan Wallen's N-word, and you can listen to it, but I own it. And they go, that's clout. That's pretty cool. Is there a way to do something like that? Can you just sell something you've said?
Yes.
You could sell just something you've said. You own the audio version. I could sell the corporate steakhouse rant.
Yes.
I could say the Tim Dillon corporate steakhouse rant is going for $16,000. And if you want to buy it, you own it. Now, everyone can listen to it, but you own it. You now own my words. So I could sell more than just pictures. I could sell audio. I could sell an album, a comedy album. I could sell something like that.
A GIF of you just dancing. Mark Cuban sold a GIF of him dancing in the Dallas Mavericks jersey.
I wonder if like Rockefeller and Carnegie and Vanderbilt came back. I wonder how disgusted they'd be at the new crop of people that have taken their place. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder like guys that built bridges and roads and oil refineries would sit down and go, and now what are we doing? And Mark Cuban goes, I'm selling this. It's me dancing. And I'm wondering if they would be absolutely horrified by the new crop of business moguls that we have now. Elon Musk, who's, selling NFTs on Mars. He's selling non-fungible tokens. You can go to Mars. Didn't his thing blow up the other day?
Oh, his spaceship? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you do as a billionaire. You just blow up spaceships while everyone on Earth crawls around without health insurance. Is that kind of the society we've set up? Am I wrong? We have billionaires just blowing up spaceships in the sky while like unemployed school teachers just crawl around on the floor looking for fucking painkillers. I mean, is that not the world we've got? If you were an alien and you landed and somebody explained society to you, you go, yeah, these guys have billions of dollars. You go, well, why? They go, well, they blow up spaceships. They take spaceships up into the sky and blow them up. I know Elon Musk's a smart guy, but he doesn't retweet me, so I don't give a shit. But what I'm saying is like these non-fungible tokens, we've entered into a very interesting, so now everything is currency?
Yes.
Is that kind of where we're going here? Everything's now I know there's a Bitcoin expert in the YouTube comments because they have all the time in the world, these people that are going to yell at me and tell me I'm an idiot. But I'm admitting I'm an idiot because I don't know about these things. I'm unaware. I'm learning about them on the fly. You see, like you don't know much about them either, idiot, in the comments, because these are new things. Okay? So I'm just learning. So everything is currency.
Yes.
And everything can be traded, and you just got to find a group of people that are willing to see the value in something. So as long as someone sees the value in something, no matter how absurd it is, Mark Cuban dancing, why does that have value? That Mark Cuban is dancing in a GIF?
I don't know.
Remember after the whole Wall Street Bets thing happened, and Mark Cuban's like, this got people like my son to start taking an interest in stocks. I'm like, doesn't you being a billionaire get him to take interest in this? What? I mean, it's very interesting to me. Where does this end? How and where does this end? Is this a massive crash?
It has to be.
I mean, does this just bottom out? Lindsay Lohan has an. Does anyone else have NFTs? Who else has an NFT?
Soulja Boy is big on the
Okay.
NFTs. He's selling songs called Crank That. Also the Neon Cat guy. Do you remember Neon Cat?
I do not.
He was it's the Pop-Tart cat that shoots rainbows. That went for $477,000. It was a rare GIF of the Neon Cat with the pop. He's a Pop-Tart body and it's a cat's head. It's like a internet like meme.
I mean, $500,000.
Yeah.
For the Pop-Tart with the cat's head.
Neon Cat, yeah.
So that person gets to own Neon Cat.
Just one GIF. And so those are kind of the people on the front lines of the NFT world. Could
Ghislaine Maxwell start an NFT?
There's so many platforms, they'd probably take her.
Like, why not? Why can't she sell an NFT of Bill Clinton fucking an underage girl and just say, here, this isn't, do you want to own Bill Clinton fucking an underage girl? The CIA is going to have a non-fungible token very soon, by the way. The CIA will just start slinging NFTs. Here is you now own a GIF of the cigarette girl at Abu Ghraib with the leash guy. You now own that. $250,000. You know? Here's a GIF of people putting the bombs in the building, the thermite in the buildings 9/11. Here's a GIF of that. $380,000. Proof it was an inside job just went for $380,000. I own the fucking 9/11 NFT, man. Wow. There's just not much to say. I would like to maybe get involved because everyone else is getting involved and I feel left out. And just because this is a scam and it's not based on anything doesn't mean we shouldn't figure it out and participate. You understand? So next week, if we have an NFT, I don't want all of the people that have listened to this to start, I don't know, getting angry. We may have to delete this episode, I guess, next week and just claim that everyone who's experiencing it said it, because our NFT would be good. If we had an NFT, we'd link it to maybe a project that was coming up or something. I don't know. I have people that I talk to about Bitcoin that might know more about this than I do. You know? I don't know. I just think it's an interesting development in the economic cycle of our country. Lindsay Lohan is big into cryptocurrency. I mean, does that not worry anyone? Does that not scare anyone about the future of cryptocurrencies, that Lindsay Lohan is out there selling it? And I don't know, man. We do what we can do.